Hey guys, Sheena here with Main Home Gardens. Today I wanted to get a video to you that I have been struggling to get to you for a while now, and that is our cattle panel raised bed system that we worked so hard on at the beginning of spring. And it's finally filling in some, and we finally got a little break from the rain, although as you can see by those skies, it's about to pick back up again. But yeah, this is it. We only used a few landscape timbers to get this done, and we attached the cattle panels to some posts that we cut in half, looks like 1x1s, and we simply just nailed them into the ground. Now I know most of the cattle panel trellises that are done this way are usually secured with T-post. My husband does not like them, so we didn't use them, and being that I was using his labor after working Monday through Friday, I just, whatever works, honey, whatever you want to do, that's what we'll do. And so that's what we did. It's working very well. It's been very sturdy. Right now, to the left, you can see that there are some long beans climbing. On the right side, there's a watermelon plant that's really at the end of its life. I should probably pull it, but I'm going to go in closer so you can see a little bit more of what's going on in this bed. Okay, in this bed we have, on this side of it, we have squash, we have some okra, and at the end of the bed down there we have some, I believe it's called carpet zinnia, red carpet zinnia, something like that. You can see our squash does need some attention, some pruning, so on and so forth, but that's just the farm life for you. Some of the squash has cardboard under it, and then we mulched to keep with the weed suppression a little bit. The mulch has been all disturbed because I've recently been in here weeding and also replanting. On this panel here, we're going to have, actually on both of these panels, we're going to have winter squash going up and over to meet the Thai long beans on the other side. Got some basil in here. And the real busy side is the other side. Since we do live in a residential area, even though we live outside the city limits, we still live in a residential area. So I'm not showing the complete setup from this angle because I don't want to put our neighbor's home in the video. So I'm gonna walk around to the other side for you. This is our purple basil. They were looking a lot more lively before we got these 93-degree days, feeling like 108. They kind of just like, help. But they'll probably perk right back up with this rain that's coming through. Alright, so on this side, we've got, like I said, a lot more activity. We've got some white eggplant all along here, alternating with lime basil, purple basil, and regular Genovese basil as well. And believe it or not, in here there's also some pepper plants. And look at that, I got a stink bug, or is that a squash bug on there? So pepper plants here and more eggplant along the way there. Now what we'll do each year is we'll top this bed off with compost and just restart the whole process of nurturing the soil and building it. And eventually we will probably have to add another layer of landscape timbers to raise it up a little bit. Well, that's the plan anyway. With rain and wind, you never know how soil compaction is gonna work, but you just got to be ready to do whatever you need to do. So down on this end we actually have some parsley as well, and there we have an eggplant that I couldn't see because that empty spot right there was full of grass that leaned over into the bed. And that's what happens when you can't harvest your eggplant. It turns this golden yellow color. Even the purple ones will do the same thing. So yeah. It is time to go through this bed and do a deep fertilizer to get some nutrients back to these plants, because a lot of them have been here since the spring. You guys hear that thunder? Whew. And that's the walkway. It's layered with cardboard. You can see some of the cardboard peeking through. The wind and rain has kind of gotten it a bit. So yeah, this is our cattle panel trellis setup. We're gonna come back once those winter squash come in and get you a full view of everything, and hopefully it'll be nice and beautiful as my mind imagined that it would be. This is in our front yard, so it's important to me that it look nice, just because we are a corner lot and one of the first homes you see when you come into the subdivision. And it's, you know, we're growing food, but we do want it to be appealing. We don't want it to be an eyesore to our, oh, we have an okra to pick. We don't want it to be an eyesore to our neighbors.